Okay guys, I have a couple of quick rehousings to do. There would have been an unboxing, but I came home from work and I kind of had to use some of the stuff that was in the box. The camera wasn't charged, so I didn't get the unboxing done. But I've a couple of more rehousings to do on top of this anyway. So the first rehousing that I have is the Sitharognathus Hosea, which is the Borneo bat eater. I had one of these before, and unfortunately it died on me, and they're rather expensive to be honest, so I'm kind of hoping this time it goes a bit better. So just to be very careful here, see if I can find him in here. What sort of size he is. I think it's about 2 centimeters. So it's not huge. Oh, I see him now. So I don't want to squish him, obviously. See if I can unwrap him without spooking him too much. To get a little look at him. There we go. These guys look absolutely amazing when they're adults. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but you'll see little yellow bands in between its knees. It has a lovely little fringed pattern on it, and as this gets older, it'll get a very nice sort of tan colour on its carapace and a lovely little brown colour to its abdomen with sort of brown and black stripes on it, and of course those little bands on its knees will become more prominent as well. So these are absolutely gorgeous little tarantulas, and I'm hoping this one goes well. If I can quickly find my brush. Okay, let's see if we can gently encourage this little fellow into his enclosure. On you go. Sorry to freak you out. Oh. So tiny. Go. You have a nice dark little hollow there. Go in, or yes, there he is. So what I'm going to do is, I know these guys like a lot of moisture in their enclosure, and yeah, very high humidity, so I'm going to put a lot of moss. Where did I put my moss? I'm going to put a lot of moss around the top, and that will help keep the hydration in, but also if I sort of cover the top, that'll keep it dark as well, because these guys like their darkness too. So I'm just going to have to grab my moss from the other room, so I'll set that on top for now. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, like I said, put a bit of moss over the top like this, and that will both provide some darkness and shade for the little tarantula, and also keep it well hydrated, because I think if these guys don't get enough hydration, I think that they kind of go off eating, and I think that might have been the problem that I had last time, so we'll make sure that doesn't happen again. So this is my first little rehouse. A little chappy is just down there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's great. So that's his little home for now. He'll get a few molts out of that. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now it's time to rehouse my little escapee. Now this is my Hogna Miami, which is a field wolf spider. And this little fellow managed to escape from my enclosure because if you can see, there's actually holes in these enclosures, and I was silly enough to think he wouldn't get through them, but he did. So this little fella done a runner, and he's been missing for about a week, and I found him in my bedroom the day, so he's going to get rehoused back into this enclosure. And what I'm going to do is tear little bits of sponge and fill those holes up so that the air can get in but he can't get out. So we're going to rehouse this naughty little escapee. Okay, so I've got my little sponges in the holes there just to make sure he can't get out again, and we are gently just going to try encourage him back in there. On you go, buddy. There you go. So that should keep him happy, and hopefully this time he won't escape again. And he's nice and comfortable in there. He's got his water and his little plant. They like to, I got this sort of plant thing that looks a wee bit like grass, because I know these guys like to hide in around the grass. And I thought this sort of little plant would do really well. It's one of those shallow root plants, so it doesn't need much water. It's very hardy. It'll survive itself really. Just needs a wee bit of air, and he can hide in and around it just like he would in his natural habitat. So on to the next one. Okay, so it's time to rehouse my Phormictopus auratus, which is the Cuban gold. This little one molted a while back there, and I think it's about time he got a bigger enclosure. He's trying to burrow, but there's not a lot of space in this enclosure for him, so I'm going to give him something with a bit more space, and hopefully he will enjoy it. Come on. There we go. Nope. This is just going to be a little bit awkward. And he's not being very cooperative at all. You're okay, buddy. No. You can go out this way if you want. But there you go. There's a new little enclosure for you. So that should keep him happy now. And like I say, there's lots of burrowing space in there, and it's just really about time that he got a bigger enclosure. So very nice little tarantula there. Kind of looks like he's in pre-molt again, but that was just about a month or so ago, so I would be a bit surprised, honestly. But yeah, anyway, this enclosure should do him perfectly fine for now. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, and last to rehouse is my Paternochelys marinus, the dark colour form. And you can see him there at the corner. He's sort of peeking out, and then he's going back in. Normally when I open this container, he's getting food, so I think he's kind of expecting food, and maybe not really expecting a rehouse, but he's getting big enough now that he needs a new home, so I'm going to take him out. And of course these guys can be very fast, so I have the larger substrate container, so that in case he does decide to jump out, he's got the whole container to run in without, hopefully without running out on me. I'm just going to have to quickly grab my tongs. I should really prepare a lot better than this. Oh, here we go. So, set that there. Sorry, little dude. There he is. Looking very, very lovely. And this is your new home for a while. Oh. So in he goes. He's got this great container here. I'm going to give him a wee water dish too. Boop. And his little burrow in there. And he'll just web this all up and be happy. So that's him sorted. And that's the rehousings for now. I have a couple more to do a bit later, but that'll be another video at another time. So thanks very much for watching everyone, and hope to see you on the next video.